I can't believe I gotta make this video. I went up to my remote cabin on New Year's Eve, came back yesterday on January 1st. I was only up there overnight, and my water line is frozen. It is about 27 degrees underneath the cabin, so I'm sure that's where it's frozen up, where the water line comes out of the ground and into the bottom of my cabin. I'm gonna have to crawl under there and warm up that area. So let's get some stuff together so I can try to fix this problem. I think I got everything gathered up. I got a heavy duty extension cord. Obviously I have my gear. I have a little portable heater right there. And I'm boiling some water to dump down my drain to keep my shower drain from freezing while I'm under the cabin working on this problem. So as soon as that's done, we'll get under the cabin. That should keep the shower drain from freezing for a day or so. Now, let's try to get under the cabin and confirm that's where the water line is frozen. I actually forgot there were two pieces here, so it looks like there's enough room that I can climb over this bottom piece. I'm thinking this is where it's frozen, right through here, because it's 20-some degrees under the cabin here. Makes sense. If it's under 32 degrees, it can freeze down here, and since I didn't use it for a full day, the water was just sitting. So let's test this and see if it's frozen. I have a valve right here. Let's see if it moves. Nope, it's completely frozen. That's what I thought. So let's try to get this unthawed real quick. For some reason, I don't think that's very safe using the torch down here. Let's go to plan B. My secondary plan, I have a real small little space heater, a heavy duty extension cord, and some aluminum. I'm going to plug the space heater in, put the aluminum over top of it, just to be on the safe side. If it catches fire, then the aluminum will stop the fire from going up and catching the foam on fire. Let's get this implemented. I have a hole dug out just right over here behind the camera, so let's put the space heater down in that little hole. That gives it a little bit more space between the top of the space heater and the foam board here under the floors. Okay. Come on. I have a remote thermometer that's down right at the base of the sewage pipe and the water line that comes in, and it's already gone up a few degrees. This morning it was showing about 26, 27 degrees, and right now it just flipped over to 30 degrees. So it is getting a little bit warmer down there. Let's hope that little space heater can heat it up to a good 45, 50 degrees. That would be perfect. That way everything thaws out and comes up to nice warm temperatures. The only thing left to do is wait. It's a couple hours later and the temperature under the cabin just hit 50 degrees. So I think it's a good time to shut off the heater under the cabin and let it sit for a while and thaw out that pipe.
Three hours later.
I did climb in under the cabin and that valve is totally free now. So let's turn the pump on and see if we get water. Unfortunately, no water yet. I can't believe I gotta say this, but it's January 3rd and I'm still without water. Currently it's negative 19 degrees outside, so I need to dig out my jugs, run down to the gas station, get water, and come back. Today, I have to figure out where my water line is still frozen, whether it's between the well and my utility shed, or from my utility shed over to my cabin. I got heat under the cabin. It's like 50 some degrees down there. As much as that water line is exposed, that part is totally thawed out now. So I'm thinking it might be frozen between the well and the utility shed. But I got a way to figure that out, and I'll do that after I get back from getting water. As you can see, I'm out here in the shed, and here's the game plan. This line goes down to the well, so I'll disconnect it right here, and then I got this black pipe right here. I'll hook it in and just run it out the door. Then turn on the well and see if water comes out. I have the two clamps off. Let's heat this up so I can pull this piece off. Okay, here it comes, and I'm sure there's going to be water falling out. I know it doesn't look pretty, but I really don't care right now. I just want to see if water comes out, see if the line's frozen from here down to the well. So let's head in and turn the well pump on and see if water comes out. I didn't hear you guys yell at me. You could have told me water was coming out. I am so happy. That means the line from the well to here is not frozen. It is frozen somewhere between where it comes out of the ground, under the cabin, down, I'm estimating 5 or 10 feet to the end of where the inline heat trace is. So I think it's just gonna be a matter of time to let that warm up, keep the heat down there, and eventually it'll warm up enough and the water will start flowing. I was going to hook this all back up, but I think I'll leave it this way and let the heat under the cabin soak into the ground for probably all day and maybe even into tomorrow. And then come out here, test this water again just to confirm it's not frozen again. And then maybe hook it up and see if I got water over to the cabin. Something like that. But it's going to be a couple day process, I have a feeling, if it ever thaws out. It's day number 3 without water. It's currently -3 degrees outside. And what is it under? It's 67 degrees under the cabin. I need to climb down under there. I have the heater set a little too high. I want to set it down on low. I believe I have it set on high at the moment. So I need to climb down under there, fix it, and then I need to fix the foam board that I have on the outside and get that all set correctly. So let's get under the cabin and get that fixed. Woo, it's warm down there. I can feel the heat already. I don't think you can see this, but there's steam coming out from under. It was very humid down under the cabin there, and now all that humidity is coming out. Okay, let's see what this is set at. I have this fixed now. You can see the little red light right there. It's on, but it's not actually producing any heat at the moment, so that's good. And I got it stacked up. You can see there's a lot of room around it. So it has access to lots of room. I am not going to leave this on 24/7. I'll turn it on when it gets real cold, and that way it can heat it up under here. Then I'll come out and I'll unplug it again. So it's not going to be left on all the time. Wow, it's so cold out there. Even though it's like 15, 18 degrees warmer than what it was yesterday, it's still cold out there at -3 degrees. Let's warm up for a few minutes, then we need to head out to the utility shed. Let's head out to the shed, confirm the water's still flowing from the well to the shed, and then put everything back together. Okay, that's good. Water's coming out. Let's unhook this extension and get everything put back together where it should be. Everything's back together. In a few hours, we'll test it and see if it works. It's time. Let's throw the breaker and see if water comes. Just as a recap, I've had it at least like 40, 50 degrees under the cabin, clear up to in the low 70s for 3 days now. And I confirmed the water from the well to the well house or the utility shed is not frozen. That's all hooked up. And also I have a inline waterline heater going from the shed over to the cabin. However, I'm estimating about 10 feet from the end of that heater line to where it comes up out of the ground under the cabin that doesn't have anything in it, and I'm sure that's where it froze. So let's throw the breaker and see if I have water yet. If not, I'm just gonna have to wait until it warms up and it thaws out naturally. Nope, didn't hear anything flowing, so apparently it's still frozen up. I'm just gonna have to wait until it warms up. Luckily, it's supposed to warm up over the next few days, so hopefully then it'll thaw out and I can have running water. Until then, I'm back using my water jugs. It's day 5 without water. Currently, it's 63 degrees under the cabin in that heated area. And it's about 33, 35 degrees warmer outside than what it has been for the last 4 days. So the temperature's warmed up a lot. It's about 16 degrees outside right now. And over the next several days, it's supposed to get clear up to about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So hopefully it thaws out. I tried turning on the pump. Didn't hear any water or anything yet. So I guess it's still frozen down under the cabin somewhere. So just gonna leave it go and hope maybe tomorrow or the next day it thaws out and I can start running water again to the cabin. As you can see, I'm getting water. That means my water line's still frozen. It's day 6 or 7. Hi bunnies, I got you some water. Hi, Lola. Hi, Ringo. Okay, Babs, I'll be right back to get you some water. See, now, girl, that wasn't so bad, was it? And I gave you all food earlier today. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Unfortunately, it's gotten to this point. It's day 8 without running water, and I'm back to boiling water on the stove to do dishes. Just like that, the dishes are done. I think I need to call a company to come out and thaw out my water line. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna thaw out on its own, even though underneath the cabin right now it's like 71 degrees and it's been 65 to 70 degrees for like the last 3 days. It's just not thawing out the ground down deep into the ground. So I think I'm gonna have to call a company to come out and thaw out the line for me. Day 9 without water, and I had to do it. I called a contractor to come over and thaw out the lines. While we wait on the contractor to show up, let's go and check out the bunnies, see how they're doing. Hey Lola, how are you? Hey Ringo, how are you in there? You doing okay, big boy? And here's Babs. How are you, Babs? They all got about a half thing of water. I think this one leaks because it's always empty. So I need to put some more in that. I got lots of food. Babs doesn't eat very much. The bunnies are doing good. Let's go back inside. I'll do some editing until the contractor shows up.
Well, these are called Arctic Blasters. You can find them online. They're like $1,600.
Wow.
And it will defrost just about anything once it starts going.
Slowly going.
That's what she does. Crazy with a little steel box and some...
Looks like you got it.
I'm sure we're through.
Yep. There's only about a foot of frozen ice there, huh?
That's about it.
There's a moose standing right over here. Right there. Hey, moose. Hi, moose. This looks like a full-grown female from what I can tell. Definitely full-grown. Oh yeah, this moose has a big old belly. I bet it's a pregnant female. She's over there eating some of the branches that fell. Look at that moose, wow. Nope, it's a bull. I thought it was a cow, but it's definitely a bull. I got my binoculars out and I could see where the horns fell off. That's so cool, just seeing moose walking around, walk through your yard. Gotta love Alaska for that. Isn't that so cool, seeing a moose walk through the property? What's just as cool? I got water flowing to the cabin again last night. After 10 days of the water line being frozen, the contractor showed up last night with his steamer. We crawled under the cabin, undid the pipe. He stuck his steamer down the line and thawed out about the last foot of frozen ice. So now I got water flowing to the cabin. I can actually take a shower here in the cabin again. That is so awesome. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.